Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Okay, now again we will start with our first chapter with the topic Molecular Model of Gases. Students, like solids and liquids, gases are made up of very tiny particles, and what are those tiny particles called? Molecules. These molecules are very small in size and they assume to be like a non-rigid balls. The separation between the molecules is quite large as compared to that in solids and liquids. The molecules in a gas can move about freely in space available to them. The molecules in a gas are wide apart from each other and their position are not fixed because their intermolecular forces is very weak. Okay, just have a look on this arrangement of molecules in this gas, how far they are, the molecules. Thus, the gas molecules are quite free to move here and there in the space available to them because they are having very weak intermolecular force. That is why only the gases have neither a definite shape nor a definite volume. So students, we will learn something, some differences between these solid, liquid and gases as we have studied. First of all, about the solid. Solid has a definite shape and volume, while liquid has a definite volume but not a definite shape. While gases neither have a definite volume nor have a definite shape. Solids, the molecule in a solid are rigid, while in liquids they are non-rigid, and in the gases they are non-rigid. Molecules in solid can vibrate only to and fro about their mean position, while in liquids molecules can move within the boundary of the vessel. In gases also the molecules can move freely in the available space. Molecules of solid remain fixed at their positions, while in liquids molecules do not remain fixed at their positions, and in gases also the molecules do not remain fixed at their positions. In solids the intermolecular forces are very strong, while in liquids it is less strong, and in gases it's too weak. In solids, the molecules are closely packed, while in liquids, it is loosely packed, and in gases, the molecules are far apart from each other. Solids cannot flow, liquids can flow, and gases also can flow. Here are some examples of solid, liquid, and gases. Have a look on them. Okay, students, I'm showing you. Okay. Now listen, change of state. We know that matter exists in different states, three different states, solid, liquid and gases. So students, the process of change from one state to another state, either by absorption or by rejection of heat at a constant temperature, is known as what? Change of state. So change of solid into liquid, first of all we will study this, and vice versa also. When a solid is heated, it changes into what? Liquid at a fixed temperature. What is that process called? This process is called melting, or we can say it fusion. The reverse happens when this liquid cooled. The liquid freezes into solid at the same fixed temperature. That is called what? Freezing. Now we will study about the change of liquid into gas or vice versa. When a liquid is heated, students, it changes into vapor, means gas at a fixed temperature. This process is known as boiling, or we can say it as vaporization. And the reverse happens when this vapor is cooled. The vapor condenses into liquid at the same fixed temperature. Okay, this process is what called condensation. Now we will study about the change of solid into gas or vice versa. Some In some solids like camphor, iodine, what happens on being heated, they directly changes into vapor or gaseous state also we can say without changing into liquid. This process is called what? Sublimation. In the reverse process, the gas on being cooled does not changes into liquid but directly changes into solid. This process is what called deposition. Okay, students. So it may be noted that the change of state of a substance occurs at a fixed temperature, and during the process quantity of heat given to or taken from the substance does not cause a change in its temperature. This heat is called latent heat, or we can say it as a hidden heat, because it is not manifested by any change in the temperature. So students, now we will learn about melting. What is melting? The change of what? The change from the solid state to the liquid state on heating at a fixed temperature is called what? Melting. The temperature at which a solid changes into liquid without further increase in temperature is called what? Melting point of solid. For example, we can say that ice or solid at 0 degrees Celsius melts to form what? Water, means liquid, at what temperature? 0 degree temperature by the absorption of heat. Okay, so now next point we can say as freezing. The change of state of a substance from a liquid state to its which state? Solid state on cooling, that means rejecting heat, is called what? Freezing. Okay. Freezing occurs at fixed temperature. During freezing, the temperature of the liquid remains unchanged till all the liquid has changed into solid. So, the temperature at which a liquid changes into solid without further decrease in the temperature is known as freezing point of the liquid. For example, water, that means liquid, at 0 degree temperature freezes to form ice, that means solid at 0 degree temperature by releasing heat. Okay, students. Now, we note two things, that the process of melting and freezing can also be demonstrated with the powdered naphthalene or solid ice. For in a substance, the melting point and the freezing point are the same. For example, the melting point of wax is 55 degrees Celsius and freezing point of melted wax is also 55 degrees Celsius. So students, here are some substances, their melting point and heat absorbed is given. So just to have a look on it, and you have to learn them also. Okay. So students, now one point is there in your, do you know? Just mark that point and remember this and write in your copy also, that the amount of heat absorbed or rejected during the change of state for a unit mass of substance is called specific latent heat, and it is measured in joules per kilogram. Okay, and learn this point. Okay, this is important point. Now students, we will learn something about the melting by molecular explanation of melting by molecular model. In a solid, the molecules are closely packed and they have less intermolecular spacing. Okay, the molecules only vibrate about their mean position, so they are having very little kinetic energy. They have strong molecular forces of attraction against them. On heating a solid, the kinetic energy of molecules increases, due to which what happens, they begin to vibrate. At a particular temperature, the molecules acquire sufficient kinetic energy to become far separated from each other. By overcoming the forces of attraction between them, they become free to move within the substance. That is, the state of substance becomes liquid. In this state, the heat energy absorbed by the substance does not change the temperature of the substance but is utilized in doing work against the force of attraction in increasing the separation between the molecules. That is, their potential energy increases. Students, this I will tell you now in next video, the explanation about this. Till then, stay safe, stay at home, and wash your hands again and again with soap and clear water. Thank you.